when I hear something new and different.
That's the first time, Rob. So you get a high five on that.
Nice. Okay. So Craig, I'm sure you're familiar with Slack. Yeah. So what I was saying was, one of the things I think the tool is very cool. I've seen it. We actually tried to build something at a really micro level when COVID was just starting to happen, to create basically. So the idea was we were going to create our own private clubhouse, video clubhouse. I don't know if you guys have used Clubhouse at all. And that was like, for a minute, that was like the Clubhouse was like the hottest thing,
Yep.
Andreessen Horowitz put a lot of money into Clubhouse. Andreessen himself, or I can't remember, one of the guys was on it every night. And it was, at the beginning of COVID, it was the hottest thing anyway, but it was only voice.
Oh.
It was kind of like a party line. If you're old enough, you're young enough to remember the party line, it was like a party line. And it blew up. I mean, it was huge, went from nothing to millions and millions of users, but it fizzled. It's over. I mean, Clubhouse came and went. Anyway, we were going to create something. So this is impressive. And like it a lot. The point I was making is the reason why Google Meets and Zoom, what makes them interesting to me anyway, is the integration they have with Slack. So if you're using Slack, and the best way to use it is because it basically replaces email. But if I dropped a Zoom link or a Google Hangout link into Slack, it recognizes the link and it automatically connects the systems. So it'll say, oh, I see you're using a Zoom link. Do you want to connect your Zoom account? And then boom, done. With 3 clicks, I'm instantly connected. So the integrations are important because if you think about how people are connecting in different systems. So that was one of the things I brought up, is that, let's focus. Let's make sure we can see what integrations we can have or how quickly we can have them. But it sounds like you got a couple of them, but just kind of things to think about. Yep. HubSpot would be another. HubSpot's huge. Yeah. HubSpot's huge. We're big users of HubSpot over here.
Okay. Yeah.
It really is really good. Yeah. I can't, a lot of the Salesforce is such a clunky mess. But HubSpot is just awesome. It really is. So.
Right.
Sure. Thank you.
So we went through the demo with Diane and Rob, but Instasign would be perfect right now for you, Craig.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I gave him co-host rights. I did. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Interesting. Got it. Cool. Yep. Okay. Yep. Great. I mean, the agencies, Bob, this is just like, I think, yeah. I mean, we need to sell this to Media Ocean.
Yeah, I think Diane knows them. Diane, you're muted.
I worked
Diane.
for Donovan after I left Bob for a
Yeah.
decade, and then a decade later found myself back there through an acquisition and ran their tech writing across all of their disparate platforms.
Yeah. Bill Wise went to college with me.
Oh, okay.
Randomly lived like 5 houses down, but we could. I think anybody in that world, right? Whether it's the agencies directly or whether it's because and again, they're buying everything right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're spending lots of money on acquisitions right now.
Yep.
But there's tons of it, and this is. And what's nice about this too, I was just kind of thinking it through. I was like, wait a minute. Would I want to sign something on the spot, or do I want a minute to think about it?
No, that's a good question. That's a really good question. We've discussed that with some people about redlining, having their lawyer refer back to it, and then sending it back to us or having a follow-up meeting. Yeah, I mean, probably not. But what you can do is an NDA. You certainly can have someone sign it right away. Or an employment agreement, it's the third version. People would sign it right away. But
media contracts. Sorry to cut you off, but media
Charlie would
contracts.
cut my wrists. Charlie would cut your head off, and he would cut my wrists if we signed anything without him looking at it.
But media contracts. That's why I go to agencies. They would sign that right away.
Right away,
because it's like
insertion orders. Insertion orders. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to give me money. It's basically straightforward. We're on the phone. You just sign it. You just get it done. So yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. That's exactly right. There's we'll you could just imagine in 2 years from now when we are successful, that there'll be such a defined category of people that are, when we sign them up, they're asking us, how do I use this? And we'll say, we've got 100 clients that are using it in this fashion, and it's airtight from a legal standpoint. So Diane and I have been on this for 5 months now. So we're good product people, and we know how to bring things to market, and we know we're going to get adoption. Craig and his team, he's got 3 people that we meet with weekly for probably 2 hours a day during that weekday meeting. We have another meeting with our Russian software development group. But we really got this product where it's 95% done. And Craig has essentially been taking consumer feedback from people like yourself that are, we're not talking to junior kids. We're talking to CEOs who will make a decision, or chief marketing officers or entrepreneurs who need a tool right away, like you said. So we're getting that frontline kind of feedback. It's like trying to sell a new plane to an existing pilot. He knows exactly what he needs,
Right. No, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think there's, like I said earlier, there's a lot of room here still. And there's a ton of use cases. So yeah, really interesting.
Good. We'd like you to be a pilot user. Just we'll when Craig, if you have no questions of Craig, we'll let Craig go. Craig's always available. And Rob, you hit on something very early in this conversation before Craig got on. We're very service focused. Right now, we can talk to the 30 people that we've got as pilots right away, any day. We speak to them, a lot of them at least once or twice a week. So people appreciate that. They want to have as CEO types or COO types or CFO types, they want to know that they can reach out and talk to someone who can give them an answer right away. And you can see Craig's available, and we've got a great team behind Craig too, so it's nice.
Great.
So yeah, we won't hang you up anymore right now, but we'll talk later. And we have a busy calendar. We'll try and get you to be a pilot.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, I could show you the dashboard if you want to take a quick peek, and we can send you an invite if you want to sign up. I mean, it's pretty simple. It should take me 2 minutes.
It's free
That's
for
okay.
30 days, and you just use it and tell us what you think.
Okay. Yeah. Send it over. I'd love to take a look at it. And yeah, I mean, we could talk offline, Bob, on some strategic stuff for sure. But
Exactly.
I think, happy to help.
And it complements with what you're doing outside of this meeting.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly right. So, okay, good. Yeah. Same here,
Thanks,
Craig.
Craig.
Nice to meet you too. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Rob. Take care,
Yeah.
everybody. I'll talk to you the next 24 hours for sure.